So 21 years ago today, I'm working in Atlanta, a company that had a free score phone operation. Yes, boys and girls, before the internet, before cell phones, when you wanted to get the scores of all the games in progress and see whether you won or lost money, you called a local phone number in 50-some cities across the country, and you got those scores run down anywhere from every 5 to 10 minutes all through the day. And we also had a 900 telephone number service, which, of course, that business was dying. It was once a $25 million a year business, FYI. I saw that the end was near, so I decided, hey, I'm going to take this business, I'm going to transition it to the internet where it can be much, much cheaper, and that was the future of the whole industry. So I actually then developed these sites. Took me about 5 years, but I created them. I should have patented the damn things, because when I watch everybody else stealing what I created, it just makes me sick. But anyway, back to the story, 21 years ago tonight. So one of the guys, this twerp, I'll call him, because he was in his early 20s. He's one of these guys, 20-year-olds. They think they know everything. And it really pisses off people like me that really do know everything. Okay, so he comes up with this idea to have a line service. Now, you know line services. This is the things where guys sit in front of their computer screen or in their cell phones all day long, and they simply watch the little color blocks changes. Oh, good, it's a line move. I got to bet that game. People that say they win money betting the line moves are the same people that say they win money simply by betting underdogs every single day in baseball. You always hear about the wins, you never hear about the losses. This kid had a different twist on it. He decided, well, instead, you'd specify the games you wanted to track, and automatically a phone service would go ahead and call you with the latest line moves. So we had like a couple hundred customers at the time. 5:45 that goes on at night. Now, I had already worked all night long getting my tip sheet out. I used to work straight through from Saturday afternoon until Monday morning, right through the weekend, no sleep at all. I did a tip sheet for 5 straight years, did the college football, NFL previews, did it myself, laid it out on the Mac, and when Macs were in the infantile stages, brought it to the printer, folded the damn things, got them to the post office, and then I worked my regular job here, where I was marketing director and advertising director. So he's not there. It's 5:45. At 6 o'clock, I decide, hey, we got all these paying customers. I'll jump in. I'll start doing the work. 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, nowhere to be found. I'm a little ticked off. You know me. Do I look like a nice, calm, rational guy when somebody's pissing me off? No. My wife calls at 7 o'clock. She says, hi. I say, honey, I can't talk to you right now. So-and-so didn't show up, and I'm just swamped. And I hang up the phone. Okay, that was probably mistake number 1. I will grant you that. Married folks out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So now I'm still furious. I'm working. About 20 minutes later, my wife calls again. They transfer the call back to me. I say, honey, I'm still doing this. I'll be done in a couple hours. She said, I just want to tell you my water broke and I have to get to the hospital. Man, shouldn't have hung up on her 20 minutes earlier. I'm 45 minutes from home. So, I hop in my car. I'm flying home. I get her to the hospital, the whole thing. Long story short, I can tell you one thing. She wasn't in that hospital 20 minutes before I fired that SOB. Couldn't wait to get on the phone and fire that SOB. I don't care what his excuse was, but so that's the interesting story of the day. Listen, yesterday, complimentary play gave you a winner with the Dodgers getting the job done. I'm going to take a look at a game here today between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Hey, listen, guys, you got to listen to the stories because I get tired of talking about gambling. I don't want to tell you who's hot, who's not. You can figure it out yourself by checking out the homepage. Anyway, here, the game tonight between the Yankees and the Blue Jays, it's kind of an interesting contest from a line perspective. So you have 2 options here. How to play this game. You could go ahead and take Toronto at home here, laying $1.50 to $1.55, or you can lay the 1.5 runs and take the Blue Jays at plus money, anywhere from $1.35 to $1.40 underdog. Now, I'll tell you which way to go here in just a moment. Let me first break down this contest. Nathan Eovaldi is going for the Yankees. Gave up 5 runs in 5 innings against the Houston Astros last Thursday at home. Problem is, tonight's game is the Rogers Center in Toronto. This guy went 9-2 in 14 road starts last season. 9-2 sounds impressive, but he's another guy that just got excessive run support, and that's the only reason he went 9-2 in those 14 road starts, because his road ERA last year was 5.21. He allowed 126 base runners in 76 innings. That's 103 hits, another 23 walks. Think about that. 76 innings, 126 base runners. This guy must have been, pitching from the stretch the entire game, every game of the season. Only had 62 strikeouts, too. So the ball was put in play a hell of a lot. Listen, opponents last year on the road batted .327 against him. At home in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium, they only hit .240. Now, Marcus Stroman is going for the Blue Jays. Did not have a good outing last Friday at home against the Red Sox. Gave up 5 runs in 5 1/3 innings. His first start of the season opener for the Blue Jays. He turned in a masterful performance at Tampa. 8 innings, 3 runs allowed, picking up the win. But here's the deal. He has dominated the Yankees. 4-0 with a 2.08 earned run average in 4 career starts against New York. 2-0 with a 2.25 ERA in 2 starts last year against the Blue Jays, who won last night 7-2 after losing the opener 3-2. The Yankees in this series, 2 for 17 with runners in scoring positions. Blue Jays started the season 2-0. Myriad of bullpen problems have cost them at least 3 games. They're only 2-5 in their last 7, which brings us back to the debate of how you play this game. My personal cap is 160. And to be honest with you, rarely do I go over 150. And I also have a rule here at the sites that nobody is allowed to release a 160 or more favorite because you don't need to be paying a professional handicapper to be told to bet an overwhelming favorite. You can turn to your 4-year-old and get that type of advice. But you look at this game. The Blue Jays have a shaky bullpen, okay? The Blue Jays have an offense that really hasn't gotten cranking yet this season. We've seen the Yankees certainly been able to put on the runs on the board. You got a guy in Stroman who's been dominant at home, dominant in the series. You got Eovaldi who has been, well, quite frankly, lousy on the road. But we go back to the fact that the Yankees always support him with the runs. 9-2 last 14 road starts. The question here is, do you want to lay $1.50 to $1.55 with a favorite, or do you want to make a smaller play if you're betting this game and simply take the Blue Jays at plus money on the run line? The latter is the way I would turn. I would lay the 1.5 runs. I would take the plus 135 to plus 140 because I just don't feel that confident in the fact that the Blue Jays are a good, overwhelming favorite at high dollars on the money line. Instead, I'd rather make a smaller wager if I was betting this game, play them on the run line, take a shot that their offense cranks, that Eovaldi gives up a lot of runs, Stroman pitches well at home, and I've got a smaller underdog. Now, the reality of the situation is this is my second favorite play on the board. My favorite play happens to be the game between the Rangers and the Orioles, and it's another top-rated 15-dime release for me. This would be my second strongest play. If I had released this play, if there was no other game on tonight's schedule, it would be a 5-dime run line play. That would be the equivalent. That's the bottom line. Wish you well, guys, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.